Katrina. You're watching Dante's Boxing Nation.
Good? Go ahead, sir.
And for Terence, are you ready to feel the Mexican power, Terence?
Oh, yeah. I'm ready.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So, of course, since Terence Crawford dominated Canelo Alvarez this past weekend, people are going to ask the question, who's better, Terence Crawford or Floyd Mayweather? Who beat Canelo Alvarez better, Terence Crawford or Floyd Mayweather? Well, Canelo Alvarez himself, he tells Terence Crawford that he's better than Floyd Mayweather. Now, I'm going to go ahead and play the clip, and then I'm going to completely unpack that. But let's go ahead and get into the clip first.
And lastly, for me, champ, in the world of comparisons that we live in right now, if you can, compare and contrast the fight between yourself and Floyd Mayweather Jr. and tonight's bout with Terence Bud Crawford, if you can.
No, I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather.
He said afterwards, you are better than Floyd Mayweather, and I know you don't like those comparisons. I know you don't like when people pitch you two together, but when you heard that, what did you think? How did that feel to hear that from someone like him?
I just was like, well, it's his personal opinion. He was in the ring with both of us, so a lot of people, they can say what they want, but he's actually been in the ring with both of us. One where he felt like he was at the best, and another where he felt like he was at a disadvantage when he had a rehydration clause and he was younger. So, I don't know. I don't go off of that. Floyd is the best fighter, in his era, and I feel like I'm the best fighter in my era.
Now, the first thing I want to say is it's completely unnecessary to try to diminish Floyd Mayweather's win over Canelo Alvarez. I think it's better for Terence Crawford to just leave it at what he said before, which is, look, this is the Terence Crawford era, and before it was Floyd Mayweather's era. I'll leave it up to you guys to decide who's the greatest out of both of us or whose win was bigger over Canelo. There's no doubt about it. Terence Crawford, he gave Canelo Alvarez more of a head start than Floyd Mayweather did. He gave Canelo Alvarez more of an advantage. But at the same time, let's not forget Floyd Mayweather, he came into the ring 15 pounds smaller than Canelo Alvarez, and he was older than Canelo when he fought him. And he also beat Canelo Alvarez when Canelo was undefeated, right? Canelo didn't know how to lose at that point. Canelo, he thought the same way he thought when he fought Crawford. He felt that Floyd was going to be way too small. Canelo felt at the time it didn't matter how talented Floyd Mayweather was. He's too small to keep me off of him. And we've seen what happened. When it comes to Floyd Mayweather, Floyd, he won every single round. I mean, there were no close rounds at all. It was a flawless victory. But once again, the biggest difference was Floyd Mayweather was closer to Canelo Alvarez's weight. And when it comes to Crawford, he jumped up damn near 3 weight classes, which is why he was an underdog. Because if they were naturally the same size in the same weight class, not only would Terence Crawford have stopped Canelo Alvarez, but he would have been a favorite to win the fight. So they both had amazing wins over Canelo Alvarez. But I don't like the fact that Crawford, he came out and he said, well, when Floyd fought him, Canelo felt that he was at a disadvantage because he was younger, because of the rehydration clause. I'm going to say it again, man. It's just completely unnecessary for Crawford to say things like this, especially when the things he's saying is not even true. Canelo was a 23-year-old undefeated, unified world champion. First of all, when you become a world champion, there's no such thing as being too young to fight another world champion. Number one. On top of that, we all know that if the roles were reversed, if that was Floyd Mayweather that was 23, if that was Terence Crawford that was 23, and they were fighting against a 36-year-old Canelo Alvarez, and they were fighting at a higher weight class, and they got to come into the ring 15 pounds bigger the night of the fight, we all know Floyd Mayweather and Terence Crawford would annihilate Canelo Alvarez. And that's not up for debate. So this 23-year-old thing is a ridiculous excuse that does not make any logical sense. Mike Tyson, he was the baddest man on the planet at age 20. Muhammad Ali, he was the baddest man on the planet at age 22. And this is the reason why it makes no sense for Crawford to try to diminish Floyd Mayweather's win or vice versa, because Crawford already knows the same race fans that tried to take credit away from Floyd Mayweather's win, they're already trying to take credit away from Crawford's win right now. Now, that's not going to work because no one is taking him serious, because we know that this is what race fans always do. And here's where the hypocrisy comes in. For some of those race fans and Mexican fans, basically, that try to say stuff like, oh, you know, well, Canelo, he's old now. Look at how many pro fights he has. And you got to remember, he started his career at 15. Now, not only is Canelo 3 years younger than Terence Crawford, and by the way, these race fans, they tried to do the same thing when it came to the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight, tried to say Pacquiao was old when he was younger than Floyd Mayweather was. But what makes the contradiction even bigger is when you hear these race fans today trying to use the Canelo Alvarez, he's been pro since he was 15, so, you know, he's really older in boxing years, etc., etc. Well, the fact that Canelo turned pro at 15, that means when he fought Floyd Mayweather, he had 8 years of professional experience, meaning he had way more pro experience than the average undefeated contender who's fighting for his first world title or even their second world title. Because a lot of them, they've only had like about maybe 2 to 4 years of pro experience before they fought for their first, second world title or before they fought someone on a pound for pound list. The fact that these race fans and old media, they try to make these excuses for Canelo Alvarez. He was too young when he lost to Floyd. He was too old when he lost to Terence Crawford. He was too small when he lost to Bivol. It's always an excuse for the fighters on the hope list, which further proves that Black American fighters are always held to a much higher standard. Because the truth is, these race fans, they believe the only way you're really gonna beat a dominant, undefeated Black American boxer is if that guy is already at a disadvantage. They look at that as an even fight. I mean, once again, look at how Mexicans and other Latino fans, look at how they celebrated the Ryan Garcia win. They're still celebrating it today, even after they found out that it was proven that Ryan Garcia cheated. They still celebrate that fight as a win, which is the reason why these race fans, they have zero credibility. Terence Crawford, he is the GOAT of this era, and Floyd Mayweather, he is the GOAT of his era. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you guys like this. The only things that are guaranteed in life are death, taxes, and the fact that there's gonna be a Black American boxer that is gonna be dominating every single era in the sport of boxing. 50 years from now, 100 years from now, there's going to be some new Black American boxer that's going to probably be trying to top what Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather did. And for that point, actually, I don't even have to say the next 50 years, because that may happen in the next couple of years. With that being said, I'm going to wrap this video up. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.
Floyd, we just recently saw Canelo win undisputed at 168. As a person the only person that's defeated him, what have you seen of yourself in Canelo as of the last couple of years after he fought you?
Same fighter. It's the same fighter. It's crazy that they was like Canelo in his prime. He'd have been a different fighter. When I fought him, he was in his prime. Go back and look at me. I was the best when I was in my 20s. When I fought Canelo, I was almost 40 years old. You know. But what we don't talk about is, Canelo. Steroids. Y'all don't talk about that. So we don't know. We really don't know all the fighters he beat. And he was what he could have been not clean in a lot of fights.
You think he was clean the night he fought?
I'm saying, I don't know. I don't know. That's y'all. This Canelo. Come on, man. This kid was a cakewalk. Kid, easy.
I feel I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out, from Kirkland to Amir Khan to just.
Don't do
obviously,
I'm just saying, man.
No, but he's not Kovalev.
Kovalev was older. He does. Don't get me wrong. He does have a lot of power, but all those guys that you name is not as skillful as me. I'm sorry. No disrespect to none of those fighters. The skill level is night and day.
So how do you see a fight with Canelo going?
Tough fight. Canelo is a great fighter. Like, I always had respect for Canelo. I just believe in my skills. The fact that people doubt me, it just fueled me even more. Try to get the fight even more. And I'm watching him, I'm like, man, I can beat this dude. I've been fighting people bigger than me all my life, and I always came out on top. You gonna get hit. It's a fight. He gonna get hit too. It'll be good.
Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs or defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues, so make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com. All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, fever blisters, diabetic ulcers, this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called LO Deki Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to lodeki.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram.